Hi, my name's Dave Mahan. These are my hands and this is my C9. If you look, you'll see that the sight cavity is empty. That's because I made my own. I work in a machine shop and I can do that. I built one early on that was a two-piece body, much too expensive to produce. Works really well, but I made this one. This is my prototype. It's about 1.4 inch long, 450 wide, 550 tall. Anything you would buy, or if you attain one, will be hard anodized, black hard anodized. You'll get what you see here: a 78 thousandths Allen wrench, a 62 thousandths, and a 50 thousandths Allen wrench. It will have a 440 set screw, a flathead screw, 440 flathead screw, a 440 set screw, two 832 set screws with a taper on the end, and then there's a little plunger protruding from each side, and they will be there as well. And the purpose of this is to show you how to install it and adjust it. You have both windage and elevation. Works very well in either case. You have a lot of travel, much more possibly than you might think. And it's a very rigid assembly when it's all locked up. Nothing moves. When you screw these plungers down, the taper grows and it displaces this little plunger in the side, and it locks it up because it shoves in opposing directions. And I just want you to see just how much adjustment there is. Toward that end, I'm going to loosen this, tighten this a half turn each time, loosen, tighten a half, loosen, tighten a half. It is a little bit important to maintain that half and half relationship, because if you move one too far, then the pin gets underneath the plunger or the taper, and you have to remove it and position it so the taper can drive the edge of the pin. Okay, now you can see we're clear off to one side. I can stick that 78 thousandths Allen wrench in one side. We'll move it now to the other side. Loosen a half, tighten a half, loosen a half, tighten a half. It's very simple. Loosen, tighten, loosen, tighten, loosen, tighten. It is rather simple, but see here, now we can put the 78 thousandths Allen wrench on the other side. Nobody's going to use that kind of travel, at least I wouldn't expect them to, but it is there and there's a lot of adjustment. That's the windage. We're going to go work with the elevation now. I'm going to put it back in a more centralized location. Minus a half, plus a half. And see, now we're in a pretty centralized location. And at this point, to adjust the elevation, you'll reach in with your the 78 thousandths and turn just maybe a 1/16 of a turn loose on the 832s, and then the 440 set screw becomes a fulcrum. And I'm going to show you here, we got maybe 60 thousandths of the sight body above the wall of the cavity in which it sits. And then I'm going to max it out here, and you'll see we're up over probably very near 200 thousandths. So we've got a good deal of travel, 60 to 200, 140 thousandths, a lot of travel. And now that we're back in a more realistic position, we'll just reach around here with the 78 thousandths Allen wrench, and we'll just tighten them up a bit so that it locks, and then I'd be ready now to go down to the range and sight it in. If you're interested, give us a call or get in touch on the email. Whatever you get will be hard black anodized, and you'll have all the parts you saw. And if you're interested, give us a call. Thanks. Bye-bye.